to get. Oh man, I got my eye on you. Fucker. So anyway, yeah, the color of my hair probably give it away, but I am Gen X, and because of that, I have wondered and tried to arrive at the conclusion is, can I hear from applause here? How many people are millennials? How many people here are Gen Zs? No, because I have spent a lot of time as a Gen X trying to figure out why we hate you fucking pricks. And I think I've figured it out now, okay? I've got it. I've got this. So it's not because of the technological advances. It's not because these ridiculous snow days that you get there where you get out of school. It's not because you've never had to go to a library to do a research project and you got the answer in your pocket and whatnot. I've got to say, that doesn't help. The reason we hate you and resent is because you will never understand or feel the shame of having to rent, or even worse, face-to-face return porn. That is exactly why we hate you, okay? Because you see, when I had to do that, it was from the video rental store, okay? They hadn't come up with Jumbo Video and Blockbuster, who were kind enough to invent the night deposit, right? Yeah, there was no digital cable where I could just enter a password and That's right. Because, I mean, you go in there, right, and you got this thing, and you're looking, and there's a guy behind the counter who is not old enough to rent the fucking movie, but he's old enough to rent it to you. Okay, so you got to go in there, and you got to kind of, you know, unfortunately make some form of eye contact. And, turn this, please. You turn it away, and of course, this guy, he can't read the signs. He's got to do a customer satisfaction survey. So, Mr. Mack, how was Position Impossible? Oh, never mind. There's 5 days of late charges. I'll assume you loved it. And then he's going for Employee of the Month, and he points out that I didn't adequately get the Kleenex out of the groove in my hand. Oh, what? What do you watch porn for? The character development and the plot? But it does lead for a bit of a segue into my next bit. Because of that, I've grown fond of Google in my, and anybody here hazard a guess? Is the average sperm count of the ejaculatory load of the human male? Because I know. 130 million. Yeah, I mean, do I believe that? Do I believe that number? No, I think that society as a whole tends to throw huge numbers at us so that we won't question them. Like, you know, when I went to Google that amount, I expected the answer to be like, you know, 250. That's a number that I would challenge. I would scoop it out of my belly button, put it in a petri dish, and race it to the lab and solve this mystery. But that's average, okay? 130 million, that's average. Like for some people, that's a slow Tuesday, you know? These rootin', tootin', sperm-shooting motherfuckers are just like... They're like human sperm sprinklers, okay? And I also can see the horror in all the ladies' eyes. They're just like, is that true? 30 million? Jeez, I've given like 1,000 blowjobs. I swallow 25% of the time. Ooh, boy, I've swallowed China like 75 times. This is fucking horrible. Even more scary is low sperm count. Low sperm count is 15 to 20 million. Serious question. Could you imagine ever having 15 to 20 million of anything and feeling inadequate about it? Like, if you have 15 to 20 million dollars, you're rich as fuck. If you have 15 to 20 million hair on your body, you're a fucking Wookiee. You're welcome. If you have $15 to $20 million of unpaid parking tickets, you're the Charles Manson of unpaid parking tickets. They're going to do documentaries. They're going to study you posthumously. But if you got 15 to 20 million sperm in your ball bag, you might as well be down on the Byward Market with a cup. Hey, buddy, can you jerk me a load? I gotta have a family someday. Anyway, I wore this because I went to Ireland. And it was really the flight home is what I want to tell you about it. It's because I had made the mistake of eating plane food, and it was in that, as I exited the plane and had not been to the bathroom, it was where I discovered a new form of terrorism. Silent but violent terrorism. That's right. You're walking towards those customs checkout kiosks or whatever, and you're pulling it in, and you know you got these people coming behind you, and I dropped the biggest WMD in the history of the colorectal cavity. And something you should know is that farts cannot be traced by DNA. You're welcome. And there is nothing funnier than looking over your shoulder and watching a woman smack her husband. George! I've never been so proud. And I've never had so much fun. Thanks, I'm Paddy.